How to avoid buyer remorse. Follow these steps for a smart home purchase. So this morning, I went through my Instagram feed and happened to stumble across this, and I thought, you know what, this is actually a very good idea. So first and foremost, I want to give credit to Josh Nieves with Merit Lending. He is a lender out here in Las Vegas, and we have done business together in the past, and he's a very good lender. He's probably been in business now for about 15, 20 years. So he had broken down the list, and here it is. Here's the list. How to avoid buyer remorse. 6 steps for a smart home purchase. So let's go over these steps, and let's see. Buyer remorse, because that can actually happen. And that has happened to me a couple times. Wasn't too sure, went with the property. I'm like, oh my God, I should have bought that property. And this could happen. So be aware. This happens a lot. So it says here that buying a home is a majority milestone for most, but it is easy to get caught up on the excitement and overlooking the key details, which can lead to regret. I don't know if that has ever happened to you where you bought something and you're like, man, I shouldn't have bought that. Matter of fact, that happens to me all the time, whatever I buy, because I realize, oh my God, I just made a big purchase and I should have bought it. Avoid buyer remorse with these essential steps to ensure you're making a smart, confident purchase. Okay, so it says here, set a budget and stick to it. Now, this happens all the time, believe it or not. I'm going to say probably 99.9% of the time. Financial limits avoid falling in love with a home that are too far from your reach, okay? This helps you stay within the budget and reduce financial stress. Now, I get clients that get fully approved, they get fully maxed out, but what tends to happen, for an example, if you're approved for $800,000, and this happens all the time, like I mentioned, clients are really pretty much payment sensitive, but they go out and they start looking at homes at the $600,000, $700,000 range, come to realize that at that price point, they can't get what they want. Maybe get 6 out of 10, but when you go up to the 800 range, now they start getting more properties. But at the end of the day, what happens is obviously your payment's gonna go way up because it's $100,000 more. So the point here is that you really need to focus on what your comfort level as far as monthly payment, okay? And I'm talking about principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Because when you make a payment, those are the 4 things that the service company will collect from you, and they would disperse the funds. But also, I think what's important here is that not only sticking to your budget, but also you need to take a look at how much does it really cost to own a home. Now, I wouldn't only include principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. If you're buying a home that has an HOA, you should probably include that. Now, depending on the size of the home, you may have higher bills on utility, right? But then you got sewage and trash and water and all that good stuff. So, when you're budgeting, make sure to budget for that. Number 2, prioritize needs versus want. Separate your must-haves, like the numbers of bedrooms or location, from your wish list. This keeps you focused on what's most important to you. Typically on a home search, when we sit down with a client, where you're gonna really start is probably a location, bedrooms, bathrooms, and square footage, and also how many garage. That's what I really focus on. Then from there, if we have multiple properties, say you had 100 properties based upon the search and based upon your comfort level as your price point, then at that point, we can narrow down your search. Maybe include a pool, square footage, year of the built, and that's how we minimize your search and we dial in. And I think this is a good concept because At the end of the day, you will not get 10 out of 10 things. I've dealt with clients that are approved for $4, $5, $6, $7 million, and they can't get 10 out of 10 things, okay? It's very rare. Number 3, don't skip the inspection. A thorough home inspection is critical. It undercovers any hidden issues so that you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Well, duh, every time you buy a home, you should be getting a home inspection, no matter if it's new or a resale home. Believe it or not, brand new homes has a lot of problems. Just went to a home inspection today for a brand new home, and there's multiple problems because it is brand new, right? But also, Josh actually makes a good point because you have to consider the cost of making the repairs if you accept the condition of the home. And I see a lot of buyers do this. They are willing to accept a lot of the deferred maintenance from the previous owner, which is very cost minimum. But then when you have so many items, it starts to build up. And what happens? You don't fix those items right away because you probably don't have enough money. Now, let me give you an example. My first property that I ever bought was a bank-owned property directly from Bank of America. And there was a couple holes in the wall, and our kitchen, believe it or not, was painted red, and it was hideous. And the backyard wasn't done. Now, my wife, she hounded me for years to fix it, and I never fixed it. My whole goal was, okay, I'm going to move into this bank-owned property, I'm going to fix it. But you know what? Life catches up. We lived with that hole inside our kitchen probably for about 4 years until our home flooded. Then at that point, I spent the money to redo our house and also our backyard. Number 4, factor in all the costs beyond the purchase price, considering closing costs, taxes, insurance, and maintenance. This will give you a clear picture of the total financial commitment. Again, this is where we go back. We don't only talk about principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, carrying costs on a home, maintaining a home. How much does it cost for an AC unit to go out? What is the age of the AC unit? Is it an R22 or is it a brand new one, which is a 410? R22s are obsolete. If the home is already 15 years old, you're doing a home inspection and you are towards the end of the life of the R22 system, be prepared to spend anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000 for your AC unit. Now, if the AC unit is still in good condition, then I would highly consider maybe a home warranty. Number 5, take your time. Don't rush the decision, even if the market is hot. Give yourself time to think it through. You don't want to act on pressure or fear of missing out. Sometimes I agree with this and sometimes I don't. You can be sitting around and waiting to make a decision, and by the time you have made that decision, now under contract. That is right. Now, obviously, you want to make the right financial decision, but you don't have time, especially in today's market. If you are at a lower price point where the market is more competitive in that price pool, you need to act fast. I would get it under contract, but then you still have a 10-day due diligence period to really decide if you want to move forward with the property. However, this is a case-by-case basis. Number 6, and I do like this one. Working with a trusted professional, having an experienced mortgage expert by your side to ensure you're making the right financial decision for you and your family. This is a good one. Building that all-star team, okay? It's not about only having the right lender. You got to have the agent to help you navigate through the process. Now, when it comes to the financing part, your lender can help you on that. He'll check your DTI, which is your debt to income ratio. Doesn't make sense. You never want to go house poor, right? Who the hell wants to live throughout their whole life making a mortgage payment because you have a nice home? Guys, I live in a home that's only 1,700 square feet. It's just me and my wife. I don't have a mortgage payment. Do I want a bigger house? Yes. But do I want to make a $8,000 commitment payment? The answer is probably no. because I do not want to spend my whole life working just to have a house. I would rather have a house that I enjoy, but I'm able to make those payments, but live the quality life I want to live. And I think that's where a lot of Americans go wrong nowadays. It's like, it's a dream to own a home. Dude, don't fall victim to that, okay? I would say your comfort level should be anywhere from 20% or 30% of your debt to income ratio, max. Let me know in the comments below if you agree. What percentage of your income should be applied towards your mortgage? If you guys are ready to make that financial commitment and would like a consultation, it says here, feel free, get ready to make a move. Let's chat to ensure your home buying journey is stress-free. Now, I want to give a shout out to Josh Nieves. He is a mortgage loan advisor with Merit Lending for putting this together. I think this is just great content. Basically, I just stole this from him because I thought this was cool this morning. Let me know in the comments below, the home that you just bought, do you have buyer remorse? And also, I want to know exactly what your debt to income ratio is on your home. All right, if you guys like more content just like this, let us know in the comments below. Other than that, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Wish you nothing but the best. Be blessed. Peace.